Hi, you are welcome to this channel again. I remain Dr. Guru. In this video, I will be teaching you how to carry out merge sort algorithm. But before then, I want you to know something. This merge sort algorithm is actually very powerful, very useful, because most software developers in big tech companies like Google, Amazon, they actually implement merge sort algorithm because merge sort algorithm is very, very convenient when you are dealing with large data. It works efficiently well when dealing with large data sets. So it is important that you understand merge sort algorithm. Not only that, understanding merge sort algorithm or understanding algorithms generally is going to enhance your ability as a programmer, hence guarantee your success in the field. So now I'm going to jump to my computer screen and then show you how to carry out merge sort algorithm. But okay, one thing I would like to say is, if you are yet to subscribe to the channel, please subscribe, because you are going to learn a lot related to coding, algorithm, and data structure. So subscribe now, and if you don't feel like subscribing, I plead with you to at least like the video to encourage us. So see you in the other part of the video.
Okay, we are now on my screen. So let me start with the time complexity of the algorithm. The time complexity of merge sort algorithm is big O of n log n. No, I've said it in my other videos. If you don't understand the big O notation, you have to look it up. Okay, so this runtime is actually good. Okay, to some large extent. Okay, so the space complexity here is big O of n. Here, the the space complexity of this algorithm indicates that this algorithm we actually need extra memory. So if you are the type of programmer or a software engineer rather that is considering space consumption and you want to sort an algorithm, probably you will not want to consider merge sort algorithm in this case, because it requires extra memory when it is running. Okay, but when we talk about the runtime is very good compared to those algorithms that use quadratic kind of runtime. Okay, so that's about that. So let me quickly explain how merge sort algorithm works. Okay, I don't have there's no way I can visualize this here. I don't have that tool, or basically that software tools that I can use to explain the visualization. But let me just use this array as an example. But if after my explanation you still don't get it, I will kindly advise that you look it up. How it works is this. If you make sort algorithm, what they do is they divide the array into two. They divide it into two and keep dividing until we have single elements. Until all the elements in the array are standing all alone. Take for example, if what will happen is like this array now is going to be divided into two. If you divide into two, we are going to have 3 elements at the left hand side and I think 4 elements at the right hand side. So the left hand side will be divided again into left and right. Therefore, you are going to have two elements on one side and 1 element at the other side. While the right hand side will also be divided into two left and right elements. Then you have 2 elements on one side, another 2 elements in another side. So this division take place until we have one element separately. Then the algorithm starts comparing the elements based on their sizes and then swap and arrange them into another array. Okay, into another array, which is now going to be sorted. So basically that is how merge sort algorithm works. But let's dive into the coding process of this algorithm. So if you want to actually implement a merge sort algorithm, okay, the first thing you need to do is to create a function. So I will create my function and I will name it merge sort. And this function is going to take a single array. So it's going to take an argument. So I will put my argument. And then the first thing, what you are going to do is to divide the array into two. So you are going to say if length array what I want to do is I want to divide it. So I will say midpoint equals to length of the array divided by 2. Okay, so that's the first thing you are going to do, dividing the array into 2. So now what you are going to do is you are going to indicate assign the left array to a variable and the right array to another variable. So what I will do is I will say left equals to okay, so the right array I will assign that to another variable. Okay, so that's it. So now I'm going to create a function. I'm going to call this function. It's going to call itself. This is a recursive function, and it's going to take the left side. There, I will call it again to take the right side and carry out this whole. I will create the first the function to call left side and carry out all these things again. The right side too to do it again. So it's continue to divide them until we have single units. So the right side, I would like to put space here. The next thing now is to create 3 iterators. These iterators are going to loop through the left hand side, loop through the right hand side, and then the third iterator is going to represent the sorted element. So I will just say I, J, so now these are the 3 iterators. These 3 iterators are going to, this one is going to loop through the left hand side, this one is going to loop through the right hand side, and this is going to represent all the elements in our new supposed sorted array that we are going to have at the end of the day. So that is why that is created. So you have to make sure that they are all equals to 0. So we are going to say y I is less than or equals to this. Okay, I'm going to create a condition now to check. So if left the element at the element at the left hand side, if it is less than or equals to that of the right hand side. So what will happen? I will say, okay, assign that the smaller number to the new to the iterator for the supposed sorted array. So I will say array, okay, equals to so definitely I'm checking the left hand side and the right hand side and see which of the elements at the left hand side and the right hand side and see which one is smaller. If the element at the left hand side is smaller, I want it to I want to assign it to my new array, which I want it to be sorted because it starts with the smaller the smallest number and started arranging them according to how small they are until to the biggest number. So that is basically what I'm trying to do here. So the next thing is, we therefore have to increase the iterators of the iterators of the iterators of the left hand side and the iterators at the right hand side, so that the element continue to go gradually to the next value. So I will say I one, and I will do the same thing for the, let me say, I will do the same thing for the right hand side. So I will say else I will say array okay. So basically I'm saying if this is not true, if I, the element at the left hand side, is not less than j, then definitely it means this one is greater, it means definitely that the element at the right hand side is greater, is the one that is less than the left hand side. So in that case, I want the element at the right hand side to be assigned to this. Then I will have to increase my iterators to the element to move. That is my j to also move. So I want to increase it basically. Okay, so that is done. Then even my iterator for the array which I want sorted, which is this array here, I want this k to also increases as the elements are being added. It should be moving upward. So therefore I will have to like increase it by 1, 2. So I will say, okay, I will do that. So now the next thing is I want to check, because after there is one thing I didn't say about the array earlier. After all these things are divided into single units, the sorted array started joining them after sorting the left hand side. It will merge them together, sort the right hand side, merge them together, and continue to bring them back, continue to bring the element together according to the way they are being broken down. So it continues to bring them together. So in some cases, the left hand side or the right hand side array will be larger, like the number of elements will be more than the number of elements in the left hand side will be higher than the number of elements at the right hand side, or that of the right hand side could be higher than the, like if you see in this example, when we initially divided it, one is 3, the other one is 4. So there is, so, and if you are comparing the element, definitely you are going to have extra elements at the right hand side at the end of the day. So you need to also check for this extra element in your code. Okay, you need to also check for this extra element. So how do you do that? What you need to do is to create a while loop to check for that. So I will say while I is less than j. Oh, sorry. I will say if I is less than length of lefts. Okay, believe you understand that now, what I'm doing here. So left hand side, what I want to do is, okay, but before I proceed, I actually want to say something, please. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, I will advise you to do so, because different algorithms is actually being discussed or shown. The implementation are always being discussed and shown here. So you are going to learn a lot. And to be truthful, learning algorithm is going to help your programming skills, because every programs that solve problem that is out there, they are all algorithms. Okay, so understanding of algorithms, you can easily break down problems and then solve it with your code. But if you don't feel like subscribing to the channel, the least you can do is to at least show us some appreciation by giving this video some likes. So like the video, and if possible, share the video. That is going to encourage me to do more of the video. Thanks. So let's proceed. Okay, now y I is less than the left hand side. So what did I want to do? I want to assign the remaining element to it. So I will just say to my new array. So I will just say this equals to okay, so that's it. So I will increase that in case we have more. So I will say I 1, and then I will increase my K2. And then I will do the same thing for the right hand side. In case the right hand side actually is, I will have to copy this because it's more or less the same. We are going to do this almost the same thing. Okay. So oh sorry. I will do the same thing. Okay. But the only thing here is this is going to be J, and we are going to have right here because we are actually checking for the right hand side now. And then this is going to be right as well. And J here. And then this is supposed to be J as well. Okay. I think we are good. All right. So that's it. Basically, that's it. So now we need to write or call our functions, array, and everything. So this part is just to run the code, just to control the code. We just want something to control the code. So so what I'm going to do now, this is our array now, and I'm going to call our function. I will say, sorry, this has to move forward. So I will say merge sort, and that's going to take our array. Then I will take I will look through the sorted array now. I will say for I in range length array print array, and then end each element by comma. Oh, I'm missing one R here. I'm missing equal sign here, sorry. Okay, here we go. So that is basically everything. So let me check. Okay, I don't think we have any problem. Okay, so let me run this and see if this array will be sorted accordingly. Okay, nothing is showing. So definitely our print function is not working. So the error should be around here. Okay, sorry. This if statement is actually not correct. So I'm supposed to put 2 of these here, and then this is not supposed to be in inverted comma. Let me remove it. Okay, like this. So this is supposed to be like this. This is supposed to be like this, not the other way around. So I will run it again. Okay, as you can see, 5, 12, 13, 27, 33, 45, 65. Now, one beautiful thing about this code, like I probably mentioned earlier, is that merge sort algorithm is actually very, very useful in sorting large data sets. Okay, so this is what I have for you today. Please like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Okay, so see you in my next video.